Did you have like a weather moment in your life when you were younger? Some people say, oh, I just grew up knowing as a kid. For me, you know how I got into weather. Freeze, it's my last name. I was born this way. Eventually in college, they said you have no other choice. Freeze, go into the weather department. But what was it like for you?
Well, I had several events, luckily, growing up that were very influential in my path, I guess you would say. I was a big time athlete. Early on, baseball was my thing. That was what I was passionate about, as well as the weather. So I knew very early that I was going to do one of two things. I was either going to go play pro ball somewhere, or I was going to be doing the weather. I never envisioned doing it from the field, though. I envisioned being in front of the green screen. Down here, James Spann is the big guy. That's the
Of
guy I
course, the
always grew up,
king.
watching. And, he's a staple household name here in Alabama on a local level, and now nationally with the development of social media. But for me, the Superstorm in 1993 was one of the big ones that I grew up during because, I can remember that day. It was in the 70s that morning. And then I'm like, dreary, rainy, stormy afternoon. And then literally it goes to pure whiteout. And we get a couple of feet of snow in Alabama, which is, nearly unheard of here. So that was one of the things that really stuck out. And then we had several, major tornado events and hurricanes here. Opal in 1995.
Sure.
I was in the fourth grade. And I had a wonderful science teacher by the name of Danny Culp. He's been teaching here in my hometown is Sylacauga, which is just south of Birmingham, and he's been teaching here forever. And really, he was my first experience to go see a media operation. I was in a young astronauts program, so we were able to go and do additional things. We went to the Space and Rocket Center. We were kind of a sought-out group of young minds. Well, he also took us to the television station up here, WTVM. I think it's NBC 13 in Birmingham. Jerry Tracy was the chief meteorologist then, and he just recently retired. And that was my first experience to go in and see a media operation in the fourth grade, and it was like, wow, this is cool. This is something I want to be involved in.
It really is. It's incredible how your youth, when you get impacted like that, it steers you. It creates the opportunity in the direction that you go.